Yes.
Forgive me if I don't get this right, but I was looking over the minutes on the warrant section from last time, and I don't think it captures the comment I made about Townsend, Public Affairs, and the sort of board. So I just would like to have that in there, that it's a concern that we're spending $60,000 a year on Townsend, and I think we had some comments on that, so I'd like that to be reflected in the minutes if possible.
Okay. Any objection to that? Assume none? Okay. With that amendment, do we have a motion to adopt the minutes of our last meeting?
So moved.
I'll second. I'll second.
I'd like to have public comment on the minutes.
Okay, we've had that motion seconded, and since we have discussed that as a separate item, you may have a public comment on that, Mr. Donahue.
$60,000 spent on Townsend. That's pretty illuminating for a district that's, we're getting ready to cut essential staff. We're cutting our way to excellence, and we're spending $60,000 on Townsend. That's interesting. Tonight here we heard something pretty amazing, really. We were told by the board president that, in fact, the bell has been now unrung with regard to the Center Community Life and Saving Annie Yates Elementary School. And Mr. Affelt has graciously told us that he will now allow us to comment at a future meeting, so parents can now actually talk about the possibility of not closing Annie Yates. So Mr. Affelt has decided, he's changed his mind, he's going to allow us to have our say. So kudos for that. But how do we know that, in fact, the bell, in fact, actually has been rung, and this is just a ruse? You know, because I understand you took some heat for having, you know, in a moment of honesty, told us all that you'd already made up your mind. Bell has been rung. So now, facing the heat, you're now telling us the bell has been unrung, and you are willing to hear comments and haven't made up your mind. You know, you don't have a lot of credibility on this, Mr. Affelt. I'm sorry. You know, once you've told us the bell has been rung, that's kind of a, you know, that's it. You've sort of crossed the Rubicon there. Also, Mr. Affelt made reference to he will not allow political spectacle when we talk about possibility of saving Annie Yates Elementary School for our children. And to that I say, well, you know, one man's political spectacle is another man's passionate plea to save his daughter's school, perhaps. So who's going to determine what political spectacle is? And the answer is Mr. Affelt's going to tell us what it is. And so, you know, that's just more of bell ringing there, it sounds like to me. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now moving on to the action items for the night. Oh, we need a roll.
We need a vote.
You're right. We skipped that. Can we have a roll call on our minutes?
Member Ash.
Yes.
Member Merriam.
Yes.
Member Pats.
Yes.
Vice President Dice.
Yes.
President Affelt.
Yes.
The motion has passed by unanimous vote.
Okay.